characters. We got to see his Lucas for the first time in a little bit on stream in the last tournament, I believe, from last week. And it was looking really solid. And I know one of the things that Lucas kind of struggles with is just like that zoning pressure that Mega Man can kind of put. Like, if you interrupt him, he can have quite the struggle. But that's the key thing is if. And if you're able to be a character that has that privilege, like Mega Man, like other characters like Rob and others that can kind of throw out those projectiles like at distance, but also like go in, Lucas's boxing tools kind of get negated. Yeah. But if we see Swag catch BW off stage, or if he's able to grab him and keep applying pressure, we could see some crazy stuff from him tonight. Nice. So it'll be exciting.
Let's see. I think
very excited for this.
There we go. So I was just getting ready to say, so looks like Final Destination got struck on this one, and it looks like ultimately they're going to go to PS2 to get us started tonight. And here we go. Predictions are up. All right, scoreboard's right. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Oh, right. Swag flew already.
Kind of calling me out here, saying, nah, don't worry about getting zoned out, because here we see actually a really smart counter pick. Recently, if you aren't familiar with the Miis, don't think that they're just some kind of mess around character. But as I say that, we see a crazy zero to death, catching that stage spike, knocking out Swag Flu right at the beginning. But kind of just talk about BW and Swag Flu a bit more. BW has been kind of in the midst of that come up with his first place championship last season at the end of season 4, a couple tournaments before the complete finale of it. But also Swag on the come up with just a couple really good characters. And what can we say about Meat Gunner besides this character has zoning capabilities like of all kinds. Because he's a Mii, he also gets the privilege of being able to switch up the types of moves he has. And right now we see Swag running the short up B that, while it doesn't look very helpful in recovery, it actually can be a kill move, similar to like the up tilt that Mega Man has, where it like kind of just hits you up in the air. And he has that really hard to see flash shot with his side B. That move he used a couple times just recently, where it shoots an invisible projectile that when it gets to a certain distance, it will explode. However, Mega Man BW not showing any sort of stress with this matchup, making sure that once he gets in on this Meat Gunner, he's able to apply pressure. That was such a good use of down tilt there, sliding forward to catch the roll. Catches him in the corner. Nice use of that fair by Swag. Using the fair as a movement option, as you see, because the amount of, you can actually get a push backwards from it, and if you input the forward aerial and then use it to retreat, you'll actually continue sliding even when you touch the ground. Nice up smash. Swag might be able to get back into this, as we see he's starting to take a stock, starting to rack up some damage. Gets the down throw into Nair, nice stuff. Nice F smash, and look at that, already tying up the percent. I believe he also has the Shine or the Nest style energy absorption, and that's for his down B. So pretty much that giant shield that he pops up, that will absorb any sort of fire or beam damage. But unfortunately, there it works. The only projectile that works with Mega Man, I believe, is his forward smash and his side B.
Got it.
I'm not sure if up smash works, or down smash rather. But it actually might come in handy for this, since he's able to heal himself. See, that's what I mean, that up B is really good for that reason alone. It's one of the few kind of moves that can contest a move like that. Twice he does it! That was really good to see. What reaction time for Swag. He's looking on point today.
Right now,
really cool.
BW Styles at a 95% betting rate, and he just went ahead and tried to make it as right as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm. That 5% chance was just kind of thrown away, but honestly, it was possible. Like, we see here, the up tilt happened, but then look at this. up being through the projectile as it came out, and that's literally only because he used that specific up B. I honestly wonder if they've played like other matchups before and Lucas just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's why the Mii Gunner came out. But definitely the fact that it came out and actually kind of like did a couple things really well with like recovering as well as just getting those kill confirms and using that movement option with that Kfair. It was really good to see, and I think that he's fine to pick it again because on top of that, that 0 to death at the beginning was just disgusting.
Nice.
From BW.
Funny enough, looks like they are going to go to Battlefield for this next round. So I'm really curious to see, you know, if the adjustment is, you know, Swag Flute picked Battlefield. So I'm really curious to see if the adjustment is the stage and not necessarily the character. Only so many matches that can happen tonight, so I don't know if Swag Flu is going to stick around with his Mii character and try to see if he can mess around with that. But we'll see. We'll see in just a second.
Yeah, for sure. I think that one thing with it is that Mega Man in the air can control like that space between platforms very well with like his aerials and like his movement speed. And we do see a switch in the type of Mii Gunner that he's using. You see now he switches. This is so smart, and this is kind of why the Miis are so menacing. Is that now he's using a Mii with a regular reflector. So now literally all of BW's moves besides his like dash attack can be reflected. Even the fire there. Look at that. Really smart. And look at this. You see BW being so aggressive, but look at the percent damage.
Yeah.
The way reflecting works in this game, essentially, if you reflect any sort of projectile, it does double the damage that it does when it would have hit you. So now we see that kind of working in Swag Flu's favor here.
Flavor, yeah.
Really nice stuff from him. Also using this fire at ledge to kind of catch BW as he tries to regular get out from ledge. Also having a different up B. Interesting. I think that that's fine. I know he may be stressing over the last game where he did lose a stock due to having that shorter up B, but now he does not have that same type of pressure that he did last game where he'd be able to up B through the spike, that down air. And that is something that he is lacking, but hey, I'd say it's a much closer game at the beginning compared to last time. However, we are seeing Swag use the reflector a bit much, trying to kind of bait out a couple of these options from BW. And now we're starting to see BW rush in, throw out a projectile, and then jump over it after it gets reflected, only to dash attack in through it. And then it punishes Swag there. But nice, that's going to be the kill for that F-Smash. No, it's not. Really good DI coming up for BW. Ooh, and the grenades.
Oh.
Again, good DI from BW. Kind of using his ability with that skill, just always making sure that he's able to get back. And there we go, finally, taking a stock with not even that much extra credit on him, only 40% now. And even then, we saw how much damage was racked up right at the beginning with Swag just instantly using that reflector to just also, like, besides just being able to reflect, he is able to, like, stop himself in the air, and it gives himself a new layer of, like, recovery. Because now that you can stop for a second and now you can use a jump, it just changes your everywhere, any kind of game plan you can do. But that was a great parry. We are seeing a bit of a percent like creep here for BW. He's starting to kind of take the game, but I think the few times of adjustments we've seen from Swag, like the few times he actually has needed to adjust, like, he's kind of doing it. Like, even now, like, as I started my sentence, BW was only at 20%, and now he's getting near that 100% mark. And there, as I say
just as you say it.
Yeah. Ooh, nice up smash. Oh, released his shield too early as well. But, he's not out of this yet, but we're going to start seeing, ooh, the edge guards coming out from BW. Very scary stuff. Nice down smash there. Nice using that grenade at ledge. Gets a bit aggressive, tries to go for the dash attack. I honestly think that he may have been able to continually neutral B, since the grenade, it's actually one of the really useful tools that certain matchup versions of Mii Gunner can use, is this up right where he's standing. If he just keeps throwing out that bomb, it'll actually eventually be able to challenge BW when he tries to jump. Ooh!
Good call out by BW Styles on that one.
Yeah, and interestingly enough there, even BW was able to spike him because Swag did not choose to continue using that other up B. unlike the previous game where he was able to up B through it twice. So just a little bit of interesting like detail there with that set.
No, BW showing him why, in a lot of ways, he has gotten better over time. I mean, like you're watching someone who I think is getting good at, nice dare. Oh, Ruckus in the building. Ruckus, what's going on, man? Been a long time. Definitely miss your Terry, Street Fighter, all of that good stuff, man. Please be sure, man, when you get a free Thursday, hop back in with us, man. Always excited to see that. But yeah, no, I think you're watching. One of the reasons why BW has gotten better over time is, I think few things he just wasn't sure about the matchup at first, and like you had mentioned, nice thing about the Mii fighters is they can switch it up on you, and it's a combination of moves that you have to think about pretty heavily. So all of that kind of comes into play. Yeah,
definitely. I think for one, like too, like that's the scary thing about the Mii is like, you could be like, oh yeah, I know how my specific character works against like the best Mii combination or whatever, because every Mii has one that's like useful for all of them. Yeah. But one day you'll play against somebody who's like so into the Miis that like they have a character combination that works for like the most weird situations, and they're like gonna really play into that like idea, especially if they lose a game like we saw with Swag, where he just pulled out a character with a reflectile now, and it's like, wait, what do I do now? I have to relearn the matchup. It's very interesting. Let's see. Who do we have next?
Next up, we've got RP4 and Jess Doki coming up next.
Okay.
Let me know a little bit about that matchup. I'll be right back, Jerry.
Yeah. So RP4, Jess Doki, like Luigi versus Link, and I think this is gonna be one of those matchups where we're just gonna see a lot of characters just kind of going for grabs. Luigi's definitely one of those characters that he's going to be trying to get in on you. He's going to be going for that down throw into down B that we've seen Jess do a couple times in the past, as well as just the fact that, like with Jess, like you don't know what he's going to pull out, because he does have the Luigi, he does have the Pokemon trainer that he's had in the past, and it's kind of one of those things that's just like kind of spooky. And for RP4, like he is the kind of player who like he either is playing to relax or he's playing to win. And we have seen him in the past pick like so many random characters. Even one week he even tried to have people bet on what character he should play, and he ended up playing Steve, he ended up playing Sephiroth and Pyro and Mithra and Ganondorf, Link and Toon Link, all in like one tournament match. And it was just so many like weird characters for him. So I think that depending on whether or not he's trying to win or whatever, like if he's trying to win, trying to lose, like that's what we'll be seeing. But if we do see Link, we'll probably be seeing lots of bomb, lots of boomerang, trying to get those setups when he can, as well as make sure that Luigi stays off stage.